I'm out here at this fantastic 2.7 acre tract. Wanted to show it to you. It's got a metal building on it, and it's a great property. It's already got electric run to it. I've had it listed for a while. But we've just dropped the price, and I wanted to go through with you an option of finishing out this building, and then based on current market stats, what it would be worth if you wanted to have a little free equity and have an opportunity to build something cool. So let me show you how that works real quick.
All right, so this is a great opportunity as an investment, and I'm going to walk you through some of the numbers. Obviously, you get to do your own due diligence and your own numbers, but let me give you an example of my numbers and what I think you could kind of realistically value this at if you end up selling it. So the first step is to find a subject property fairly similar that you can use as an example for your valuation. So I'm going to start by using the MLS listing for a sale that we did at 20830 Cameron Road in Copeland, which is not far from our property. This was on 1 acre. It sold for $410,000 and it was 2,398 square feet, built in 2015. So that's going to be our standard of what we're going to use. Okay, so we've chosen our property. Now let's break down the numbers. So our property is going to be 2.7 acres. And we're going to have a easier to start with the 2,000. You have 4,000 feet of slab, but let's say 2,000 feet for the building itself. And so we are going to, let's see, they sold that property for $187 a square foot. So if we just do times 2,000, that gives us a value for the building finished, $374,000. Again, not counting the 2,000 square foot slab that we have. And then they also only had 1 acre. So acres out in that area are going for about $80,000 an acre. They answered that question, how do I know that? It's my job to know that. That's how I know that. So instead they have 1.1, we have 2.7. So we'll say by 2.7 acres gives us 216 for the land. So technically let's just say, let's do 80,000 an acre, and we have 1.7 more. So let's just add that 1.7 extra acres, 136,000. So okay, so we've got an extra 136,000. So if we combine those together, sorry, I'm gonna get there, plus 374, we're talking about roughly 510. And these are some very basic numbers. So 510 should be about what our sales price would be with the extra acreage, 2,000 square feet, if it's finished out. Obviously not in its current condition. So give you an idea, we're gonna be putting down 27,940 as a down payment, and then paying $25.86 a month. So let's say for a year, we've got to make that payment. There's 31,032. I should have this together. 032 plus 27,940. So you're going to make essentially towards the property itself $50,000 that first year in payments. And then what you're going to try to decide is at that point, how much can you invest in fixing up the property and is it worth it? So for me, I'm sorry, 58. Good thing I catch that. 58, so let's subtract 510 from it. So basically 451,028. And so at that point, we're working with 451,028. We've got a balance on there. So at that point, we're going to have a balance of, let's not guess, let's do the math. 279,000 minus the 27,400. So 251 is our balance, 251,600. So from a strictly investment perspective, we basically have 200K that if you can finish out the inside of the building for less than 200K, you can sell for the difference and make that money. So again, fairly quick math. You've got to do a septic, maybe throw some sheetrock in there, make it a little bit prettier, make a huge carport. Now you have a 2,000 square foot carport. I think it's pretty much no brainer. You can fix the thing up for maybe 100. Let's say you decide to be really cool with it and do 140 and you make 60 grand. What's your investment? A total of 58,000 plus whatever you put into it. So for 100 grand, you can make 60 grand in the first year. Not a bad investment.
So there you have it. Great opportunity. You put a little bit of energy, a little bit of time, some investment, and you can come up with something truly amazing out of this building. Or if you fall in love with it, stay here. It's a beautiful opportunity.